How you doing, guys? Dwight here from RC Daddy Reviews. I just thought I would have a chat with you while I build my new set of wheels. These are a decent, heavy, cheap set of wheels off of Amazon, and of course these the blue Injora silicone inserts and comp pins. I just thought we'd have a chat. Has anybody seen Exo Cage's video talking about the Vitivon parts for the armour granite Grom? I just watched that. I caught it about an hour ago. This is my first time building anything like this, guys. So please don't be too hard on me. Oh, why am I doing that? Plonker. I'm working on an already built wheel. Well, that's a great start. Right. Yeah, it's because I was talking about Exo Cage's video on the Vitivon parts for the granite Grom. Now, I've got a granite Grom, and I'm just not using it because everybody's saying you break bits, and the bits you break you can't replace at the moment because I don't know whether it's like this everywhere, but at least in the UK it's difficult to get the bits at the minute. Sorry guys, I'm an RC daddy, right? So I just had to go do daddy stuff. So where were we? Vitivon Grom, yeah, the Vitivon Grom. What else did I want to talk about? The guy from Tom Lee RC, I don't know his name, but he's just said the Red Cat Ascent is one of the finest RC crawlers of 2023.
Well, I'm going to throw it out there. I reckon this is probably the best crawler out the box that I've taken down that quarry. It kind of just done everything.
What? In which realm? In which realm of existence, of reality, is that the truth? I mean, like, what on earth? Like, as some of you may know, I'm a fan of that guy, Crawler Canyon, because he's entertaining, he's very knowledgeable, he's passionate, and above all, I think he's probably got nothing to lose by being honest, and that kind of seems to be how he rolls, and that's something we're a big fan of here on the channel. Well, he's just taken a Red Cat Ascent and basically the Rattle Cat, right? He's basically replaced everything. There's hardly anything that is Red Cat Ascent left in that build. So if it was one of the finest ready-to-run crawlers released in 20... And bear in mind, there's Phoenix is in there. And I know that's an American brand and Tom Lee's a UK channel, but he definitely caters towards the American market. And Red Cat's an American company, isn't it? I know they're made in China, but it's an American company. I don't know, guys. This is where we need to pay attention, make sure I'm not threading stuff, cross-threading stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I think this is where, YouTube influencers exist. This is the realm of influencers as opposed to the realm of people that like to review stuff, which is what we like to do here on the channel. We like to take something and talk about it in a manner that it's earned. If something's good, if something's not so good, but represents really good value. Or if something isn't so cheap, but it's exceptionally good, then those things get the review that they deserve. But the red cat ascent, it's not what I expect. I mean, I won't be getting one on the channel, especially after seeing what Mr. Crawler Canyon had to say about one. But I did think I'd get one because of all of the positive spin that the influencer YouTubers are doing. So yeah, talking about influencers, Exo Caged RC and the Vitavon parts. I had a little look, and I know they've got to come from China and stuff, so you're going to pay a bit of postage, but lots of stuff that I buy comes from China and has postage attached to it. The Vitavon hubs are, including postage, about 60 or 70 UK pounds. I know I haven't done these equally, but they're close enough. Just for the C hubs, front and back, 60 or 70 pounds. I think I priced it up with the motor mount. Now the steering linkages, I've got a granite grom here, and I am eagerly awaiting people to do some better parts for it. And I think the output shafts break, like the output cups. The drive cups are plastic and they break, and then you can't get hold of them. So I am eagerly awaiting somebody, if it's Vitavon, to do these bits. But if you buy the existing bits, it's about 110 quid delivered to the UK for those bits. Well, the truck's only 130. Brand new, so you'd be spending, and bearing in mind it hasn't got a brushless motor in it either. It's got a brushed setup. I'm not sure how good that servo is in there. So let's say you ended up putting a brushless system in it, replacing the servo and buying these bits. Bearing in mind you're going to need the bits for the other bits to break, the output shafts and whatnot. That is going to end up one really, really expensive little truck. And I'm also reviewing like something that's already been reviewed loads and loads of times, but I want to get it on the channel and recommend it basically because it is probably one of the best 16th scale little monster trucks out there, and it's one you'll have all have heard of. It's the HBX 16889A Pro. I don't know who thought the name up. I think it might be known as the M16 Ravage as well. My little boy calls it Ravi. He lovingly refers to it as Ravi. But so like that thing smashes it. It's like, right now on Banggood you can get that for 85 quid. 85 quid with a brushless setup, metal output cups, metal CVDs, oil-filled shocks, and everything. Oh, that thing represents such good value. Where were we? We were talking about the granite. I've got one over there. I'm going to drag it in a sec. Give me a sec. I'm just going to get a few more of these screws in. I'm sorry if this is boring for you guys, but I don't get out much, and it's nice to have a chat. And I know we're not chatting directly. I might do a Discord server for this sort of thing or something, so we can actually chat, in sort of almost face to face or voice to voice or whatever. But yeah, I don't get out enough. I'm busy on dad duty. The missus, Lisa, she's been out today, and she's been she's been out with her mate. Like, she's having a much earned break. she's been a fantastic mum to our son for 20 months, and she really deserved a bit of a break. So she's gone out with her friend today to the cinema, and I was on all-day dad duty today, which I've thoroughly enjoyed. But my goodness, I'm 53, guys. I am so knackered. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate the fact that I've been allowed to procreate with such a beautiful young woman and have such a beautiful child as a result of that. But my goodness, I'm so tired. Let's go grab the granite grom quickly. I wasn't expecting to be dragging this in. I'm not sure if this is how this is going to work. But yeah, look how much play is in the steering links. Excuse me while I take the body off. If you get one of these, guys, the first thing you want to do is sell the battery that comes with it and get yourself a Dean's on there. Get rid of that crappy proprietary Spectrum rubbish and get yourself one of these. Get whatever XT60 Dean's, doesn't matter. Just get rid of that Spectrum thing. Right, I'm going to try to frame this up as best I can. Look at all that movement, and the servo's not moving. So there's all that movement there. And over at the servo side, oh, I just dunked the camera. That won't be good for it. And there's all of this movement over here as well. Well, Vetavon are actually doing a replacement setup for the steering link. And even if I can't bear to spend the money on getting the C-hubs, I mean, I'm not going to replace stuff unless it breaks or is just not working. Well, let me tell you, that steering stuff is getting replaced because that is awful. It's so vague, and it probably, that's a tiny little 16th scale basher. It probably doesn't translate into a poor driving experience. I very much doubt it's going to make that much of a difference, but my OCD or need for things to work properly just won't allow it. So we're going to be getting that changed as well. So yeah, I wonder if there's going to be any other companies making parts for the Grom. I mean, I'm guessing Armour must have a load of stuff. I mean, they can't have designed it like that, thinking, right, we're done. Armour must have some hop-up parts. I mean, if FTX had anything to do with it, it'd have been ready to go with bits to replace the not fit for purpose bits right from the beginning, right? I mean, surely they would. I mean, it seems like FTX are like a modern day Tamiya from the old days. Like Tamiya would release the car with a load of bits that were absolutely crap, and on release there would be all the shiny aluminium hop-up parts ready to go, and it seems like FTX have just adopted that way to monetize their business. And I get it, these companies have to be profitable, and I love that we get that they create these incredible designs for us to have fun, and they need to be able to pay the people on the shop floor and the people in the office, the designers and CAD drawers and machinists and all that. But God, I just like on a Tamiya or an FTX, you end up with a box full of plastic bits that you don't use anymore. I remember one of my Tamiyas when I used to race Tamiya in the Tamiya Cup years and years ago, that eventually I think almost the whole car was in a box. Where I'd got the chassis upgrade and the shock upgrade and the suspension arm upgrades and the shock upgrades. Like, they're basically the whole car, except for a few small bits which didn't need upgrading were in the box. And that, for me, as a dad who would like some sort of sustainability possibility in my son's future, well, I can't live with that. I just can't. Right, so these were about 30 UK pounds, and I hate having to put all those in, but they do add weight. And then after that, it's very simple. So standard size hub, nice aluminium beadlock ring, and just 4 screws in the back. I think I would have liked 6, as they don't tend to grab as evenly as they would have done if there'd have been 6. I mean, it almost looks like the Beadlock's pot. It hasn't, but it almost looks like it has. Right, let's move that off to one side. So, here we are. We're at the stage where we're going to be popping these in. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen our friend over at the Crawler Canyon. He's tinkering already. He has taken one of these. Now he's calling that, so there's the blue version and the red version. This is for 4 kilos and the red version is for 8 kilos and above, I think. Is it 4 kilos and above or up to 4 kilos? Either way, this is what they're calling a medium and the red is what they're calling a firm, and apparently there is a soft on the way, but in true Crawler Canyon style, he couldn't wait. So what he's done is a couple of his subscribers have kindly sent out one of these or a couple of sets of these, and he snipped every other one on the top and every other one on the bottom as well. And I think these might break in. I reckon after a couple of packs, these might actually get a bit softer. They're going to be soft enough for me because I'm going to build a reasonably heavy rig. But a lot of these rigs are under the recommended weight for this. So that modification that he's done might be the ticket. It's certainly, in the testing that I saw, it certainly looked pretty impressive. I will link that video below this one. Crawler Canyon has got 5,500 subscribers. And we've just hit 400, so I'm not really doing the guy favours. But I am a fan of the channel. I really enjoy his banter, his fictional novel choices and music, everything. Like, you know, we could be a couple if he was a woman. Or maybe not. Maybe even if he wasn't a woman. But yeah, no, don't ban me from the channel. I'm not gonna stalk you or anything. I'm very happy in my coupling. Right, so I want to put something down. I didn't really think this through. I'm doing it on like a pretty surface, but it's also a pretty surface that is going to scratch the hell out of these. So do you know what? Let's pop. Oh no! Let's get the bead ring in first. So let me know in the comments, guys. What have you got your eyes on? I'm in the UK. I'm looking at the FTX Gladius. I want to sort of focus on. Let's get this in there. These fit really well, by the way. So I'm going to be looking at sort of the more sort of budget end of stuff, certainly for the foreseeable future. Like, I'd love to get a Phoenix through here, but that's not going to happen. There we go. Right. So that I'll be a little bit happier pushing down on that. These are bubble juice not required. So I don't know whether you're familiar with that term or not, but Mr. Canyon uses a bubble mixture.
A few moments later.
So yeah, Mr. Crawler Canyon, I doubt I doubt you'll watch one of my videos. That's popped out, hasn't it? But if you do, hey, how you doing? Thank you for everything you do. Yeah, you've really helped a lot of people, including myself. Your videos are funny, entertaining, and oh God, I'm starting to sound like I've got a man crush again. We'll get there in a minute. I've got spare screws. This set, by the way, that I got from Amazon, they give you one extra screw of each. So if you was to lose one, like one slipped on the floor under the cat or whatever. The trouble is, my hand is between me and the light, so I can't actually see. Well, that does need to go around a little bit. Get your hand out the light, man. There we go. We got a couple of threads on. So, yeah, your channel has been an inspiration. I really do appreciate the work that you do. If you were to watch this video, which I doubt, because you put out a video every day, don't you? I do not know how you manage to do so much content. But if you were to watch this video, I would want to ask you, if I was to get that carbon fibre chassis kit that you used in a build recently, if I was to get that and do a scratch build, well, not a scratch build, but you know, a parts build for an LCG. So what I want to do is an LCG chassis, like not a cheater rig, but an LCG chassis, but with scale features. Sorry, I keep banging the cameras, guys. What would you recommend? Sorry, that question took me ages to ask, didn't it? Right, I'm just going to make sure we're all seated nicely. I do believe we are. Yeah. Yeah. What parts would you use? Would you make your links? I guess I already know the answer to that question. I feel like you would. What gearbox would you use? And anybody else listening, for that matter, if you guys have got some experience and you're interested in these wheels and you've got a good idea, what stuff would you be buying? I mean, if money wasn't an object, and it really is, I lost my job recently and I'm running out of things to sell to finance the hobby and the channel. So money is a thing right now. I'd go with the Zoku chassis, I guess. There we go. I made that look really difficult, didn't I? But there they are. I think that is a really good looking wheel. 35 quid for the combo. So for four tyres, 4 inserts, plus the wheels, under 70 quid. But you want to know how much they weigh. So I think the inserts weigh 71. I think the tyres were about 50, 121 grams. And I'm pretty sure these wheels, they're about 200 odd. I'll tell you what I'll do, guys. I'll put it here. I'll weigh these when the little one's asleep. And I'll put it there. Thanks very much for watching this very rambly video that didn't really have a topic to discuss. Although I am interested in the Vitivon parts for the Grom. And I am interested on your thoughts on these, and I'm also interested in your thoughts on what parts should I buy, what gearbox should I buy, what axles should I buy. I'm going for like a portal, maybe wider, sort of axial wraith type wide rig, maybe with like a creeper body or something like that. That's kind of what I got in mind, with a flatbed on it, so it looks nice in scale, but it's very, very capable as well. If you've got any ideas with what I should be using for the build, please let me know in the comments below. So there you go. That's the comp tires with the inserts on an Amazon wheel that I actually quite like. I think these are going to be perfect for that chassis, whatever it ends up being. I'm Dwight for RC Daddy Reviews. Bye for now.